You're watching KCTS-9, community-supported television.
They were our fathers and our husbands.
They gave me messages for their wives and sweethearts. 2 of them had babies they'd never seen.
They were our sisters and our daughters.
How could I explain to her why her daddy wouldn't send her another letter?
Pay tribute to America's fallen heroes in one glorious night. Colin Powell, Tony Danza, James Earl Jones, and Ossie Davis star in the National Memorial Day Concert.
Monday at 9 on KCTS. Funding for this presentation of the Spotlight Series is made possible by viewers like you.
First, let me express, if I could, please, what a pleasure, an honor, a deeply appreciated opportunity it is to speak to appear before, to provide testimony to this commission, committee, board, body, panel, jury, body, esteemed body of honored experts. On behalf of myself and my friends, fellow artists, collaborators, the visionaries bound together for this masterpiece, this work of art, this investment, I'm happy to appear here and enhance the original application proposal, the piece of paper, the prospectus that we expressed to you. We consider this work, this event, to be our life's work. It is at once ritualistic but high-tech. It's very alive but very calm. It is innovative, but not so innovative as to be disturbing, disgusting, or experimental in any way. Above all, it is radically accessible, and I think that this very accessible radicality sets it apart from the other projects being proposed to you. Let me move on to introduce you to the other members of the artistic family tied to this project and committed to this life-changing event. The 2 composers, there are 2, they've not yet met. They were unable to join me today, and I don't have tapes of their work, but do have samples that will give you a sense, I think, of the work that they create and demonstrate what will happen when these 2 unique musical visions are merged and blended. The first artist, here you hear a throbbing, contrapuntal, percussive, moving, driving beat, and this is what the whole work follows off into the future, but remembering what it left behind. It's this gnarly, spirited driving force that really gets us going and reaches down your throat and into the heart somehow. And here, this other artist from a classical tradition gives us a lilting blend, a balanced juxtaposition of these 2 works together create what can only be called a unique harmonic convergence. Let's just listen for a moment, shall we? There. Now imagine, if you would, this beauteous sound emanating from a stage set, a visual design, and sculptural installation created by a team of artists, very talented and very important. And the set is a grand, minimalist, decorative and beautiful work, black, white, color, and all of these things. I have resumes that demonstrate that the artists, one of them has sold a sculpture to the government, and another has a work in the lobby of an important banking firm. I don't have copies or samples of their work, but these are some of the colors that are likely to be used in this epic event. Now, also on this stage, on this visual installation, we have a team of movement artists, of dancers, who are able to be gestural and gymnastic and alive and sprightly and bouncy, but also very moving and enthusiastic, but calm and emotive. And a team of actors, of theater artists, who are also able to emote, happy, sad, drama, comedy, joy, pain, lust, energy. And I can show you from their resumes here that they have toured to nursing homes, done children's theater, Shakespeare, Moliere, all of the classics, and went to very big and important schools. Now, all of these artists have come together to reach to you and your heart with a project that at its core, its spine, its very center, are themes of love, hate, pain, relationships, the elderly, homelessness, drug abuse, the gentrification of our cities. It's a work that's controversial, but not too. It's powerful and political, but it's also very calm. It's a Sunday morning. It's a letter from home. It's prehistoric, yet Mesozoic and futuristic. It is man's history and prehistory. It's a circus, a cabaret, a multimedia masterful, ritualistic, futuristic tradition. No, there are none in the company, but it deals directly with minority themes. The budget I have shows spreadsheet, earned income, budget prospectus, conservative, in-kind, firmly based. Figures reflect admirable consideration, a great deal of money, $100,000, but for $50 we could get a very good start. The need is apparent, part of an artistic community and ecology, a microcosm of the world that is art, 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 art. Please support, fund, invest, sponsor, bring to fruition, fertilize, help, make, pay, support, fund, please. Thank you. Thank you.
Eat it, wear it, breathe it, drive it, want it. American Visions, a portrait of who we are, premiering May 28th.
Hi, my name is Dave Frank, and this is my daughter. What's your name? Jessica. Watching television with captions is an essential part of our lives. She's lucky. I remember when I grew up, there were no captions, nothing. And I used to watch TV and have to guess what was going on. Often, I wasn't even close. But now, Jessica won't have to guess. She can watch captions.
You're watching KCTS-9, community-supported television.
This program sponsored in part by Amtrak's Coast Starlight, traveling between Los Angeles and Seattle. You reach your destination the moment you step aboard.
If you like trains, you're going to love this trip. If you like Mexico, you're going to love this trip.
A home video of this program is available as part of the Poldark video gift set. For more information, please call 1-800-999-VIDEO.
Why did ancient man worship cats? What makes these ants natural construction workers? Just how far can a frog leap? Is this a warning or a calling card? David Attenborough's Natural World and Eyewitness. 2 new shows, 1 wild hour.
Saturday at 8 on KCTS. War with Germany was imminent. The nightmare was about to become real. The devastation of World War II affected civilian populations on a massive scale. These are stories of the miraculous resilience of the people who struggled every day to survive in cities at war. Premiering Saturday at 10 on KCTS.
From Kenneth Branagh, the director of Henry V and Dead Again, William Shakespeare's Much Ado About Nothing.
All women shall pardon me. I will live a bachelor.
A dear happiness to women.
She's the sweetest lady that ever I looked on. Can the world buy such a jewel?
If thou dost love, fair hero, cherish it.
She shall be thine.
Shall I never see a bachelor of 80 again?
Kenneth Branagh, Academy Award winner Emma Thompson, Academy Award winner Denzel Washington, Keanu Reeves, Robert Sean Leonard, Michael Keaton. And introducing Kate Beckinsale, Much Ado About Nothing. The most romantic adventure of all.
There's a double meaning in that.
Sunday at 9 on KCTS.
It was once called the one musical too big to go on the road. Miss Saigon, the epic tale of love and war in Vietnam, is starting a new national tour at Seattle's Paramount Theater.
This company has been the longest in preparation of all of my shows. It's taken 2.5 years for us to work out how to take something this enormous, which is surely the largest touring show that probably America's seen for God knows how many years, across America and to the highest standard.
$12 million went into a mobile production of Miss Saigon that still has all of the original spectacular elements. 40 tons of scenery, 450 lights, a helicopter, and a large cast and crew. But aside from the technical wizardry, there's a bigger challenge to the show.
Audiences don't go to see shows because of scenery. It's not that they don't like scenery. What they go for and come back again and again is for great stories.
Well, there's a real emphasis on making it real, you know, both in terms of the historical context, because many members of the audience have lived through this period, have experienced these things themselves, and that's unusual for most musicals. You know, it's set in a real place, in a real time, which is in the recent past.
Part of making it real was finding a cast young enough to be believable, yet capable of the show's demands.
This is the first musical theater job I've ever done, so it's all a very new experience to me. And I've wanted to play this part, I think, for, excuse me, 4 years now.
The fact is, it's a 16-year-old girl whose only way of surviving is to become a prostitute, and she's saved from that by Chris falling in love with her. Therefore, you need a young girl. The difficulty with this part is that this is a very mature singing role. At the same time, the actress needs to have a special Asian presence, because it is the difference between West and East which is part and parcel of why the story works. We were looking for someone like the many guys that were sent there. I mean, the fact is that the soldiers that went to Vietnam were incredibly young.
My character tells the story of a lot of these guys. You know, it's a simple story, but it's happened to a lot of guys, and I just want it to be true. I want it to be full of heart.
10 cents an hour, that's all they pay. Come on, no cover charge.
Another demanding role is the engineer, the Eurasian hustler who conjures up a most imaginative idea of the American dream.
I think it's something I have in common with the engineer. Being half Asian and half American, you know, half Caucasian myself, I sometimes wonder what it's like to be completely American.
This new tour of Miss Saigon premieres in the newly restored Paramount Theater.
Fantastic. I think this is one of the greatest theaters in North America. The whole building has a wonderful atmosphere. And considering it has 3,000 seats, the sight lines are absolutely tremendous, and so are the acoustics. So I think Seattle has got a real jewel here.
Miss Saigon at the Paramount through May 28th.
This week on Health Talk, a controversial blood test for prostate cancer. Is it putting men at risk for unnecessary and possibly harmful treatments?
More men die with prostate cancer than from prostate cancer. All of us die that live long enough with prostate cancer.
Also, sexual dysfunction in men. What is it, and how can a sex therapist help? I'm Leela Gordman. Join us Monday at 7:30 on Health Talk.
Millions are marching at once towards the same horizon. Their language, their religion, their manners differ. Their object is the same. Fortune has been promised them somewhere in the West, and to the West they go to find it.
We gave them forest-clad mountains and valleys full of game.